Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. We're in our guest segment, and the guest is FACTv. That's right, it's us. And we're here to tell you what's happening the month of July here on FACTv. First big change you'll notice right here is on this first graphic of the new logos. Well, one of them anyways. F1, the Gov channel is that. It was F3, and we dropped F1, the media channel, so now we only have two. Then there was two is what I put when we posted up on social media. Talking about the Gov channel F1 and where you can find it. Well, nothing's changed here as far as where you can tune in for it. So AT&T, Spectrum, those have all stayed the same. And then the streaming platforms are labeled as appropriate, F1, the Gov. You can look for those through Streamweave on our website to find out how to download those apps. But Streamweave is the app that you need to watch FACTv. And we will be talking about new app coming up down the road, but so you know, that's the information there. As far as what we cover on F1 the Gov channel for meeting coverage, all of it. That's right. A through Z. We've got it for you here on FACTv. So tune in each and every week. We broadcast all of the city meetings, almost all of them live. If not, we tape it and then rebroadcast it. But somewhere between 200 to 250 meetings a year. We got them all for you. And if you miss a meeting, you can go back and watch those, of course, online through our social media, which, hey, why not just put this back up here? Yeah, you can watch it on demand at fitchburgwi.gov. And, of course, through the Apple TV Roku app. That one is available. And on YouTube as well. We post up all the city meetings that are on YouTube, so you can check those out. And that's where we're keeping all our meetings for the future is on YouTube. We hold the ones that we can by statute, and then the rest we just move over to YouTube because it's free. So it's a good way to keep it all the way up there. All right, over to our community channel, F2. We have a lot of information over there on F2. No changes again on this channel at all. Everything stayed the same, so you can still find it on cable TV, streaming TV, and through YouTube and Facebook. You watch a familiar show, Talking Fitchburg, every day, Monday through Friday, I hope. We start our updates at 9:30 a.m. each and every day, followed by Talking Fitchburg Rewinds. Those are the best of our interviews that we do each and every week or show. We put those out there during the day, so you can check that out. And Talking Fitchburg, a new show airs at 6 p.m., then replays at 10, 7:30 a.m. the next day, noon the next day, and then new show starts again at 6 p.m. Other shows happening in the month of July. Here we are, still standing. Returns with a new episode. Safe Communities Death and Despair webinar continues every other week. On Fridays, we have these special webinars. We've been covering them. Glad to be partnered up with Safe Communities. Harm Reduction in Chronic Alcoholism will be premiering this month, as well as the Living Through a Suicide in the Black Community. Then we have D1 All-Stars has a new episode, and the Active Women's Group is hosting Dr. Zorba Pastor. You may have known him from, I would say he's the celebrity doctor here in town on local TV stations and the newspaper. But we'll have that for you for new shows. As far as community channel programming goes, it's right there. Yeah. Spectrum TV, AT&T Verse. It's all there for you, and you can check that out for sure. Our community bulletin board, that's where you can find everything that is happening when we're not on air. And this used to be the F1 media channel. Well, that doesn't exist anymore, but we still have our community bulletin board, and that still has the latest information on what's happening in and around our community, along with a lot of safety tips. I'm a safety guy, so I like to get those safety tips out to you. But here's some of the stuff you may find on there. We'll start with vehicle temperatures that can be fatal in minutes. We talk about this, especially on hot days like what we've been going through. As days where we're in the 90s, it only takes 10 minutes to get up to 109 degrees inside a car. After 30 minutes, 124 degrees. And those are fatal numbers there, no matter if you're a pet or person. You cannot be in a car. So as we've been saying, you want to make sure that you park it, look, lock. Park, look, lock when you get out of your vehicle for pets and people. You want to check and make sure there's nobody in there. because it can lead to this: heat exhaustion or heat stroke, dizziness, thirst, heavy sweating, nausea, weakness. Those are all symptoms of heat exhaustion. And what you want to do is act fast, move to a cool area, loosen those clothing, sip cool water, and seek medical attention if the symptoms don't improve. Heat exhaustion, though, can lead to heat stroke, which would lead into confusion, dizziness, becomes unconscious. Those are all signs that you need to call 911 immediately. Act fast. Move the person out of the elements into a cool area. Loosen the clothing and remove extra layers, and cool with water or ice. Use those cool rags to get them up in the armpits and the groin to get things to cool down quickly. And ways to beat the heat, I got some tips here for you. Keep hydrated by drinking plenty of water. Spend time in air-conditioned places. Close windows and shades and blinds on these days. Dress warm. Dress for summer, not warm. Dress with wearing light fitting clothing and light colored clothing that can reflect the sun. Learn how to recognize heat illness. We talked about some of those symptoms. Slow down, reschedule outdoor activities to avoid the hottest part of the day. Check on those pets. Don't leave kids, pets, or disabled adults alone in vehicles. Remember to check and double check, especially for infants that may be sleeping. Check on your neighbors, especially adults 65 years and older, and eat light meals that are easy to digest. Yeah, no Thanksgiving meals on these really hot days. All right, other things. We have pickleball lessons on the community bulletin board. Those start on Saturday, July 9th, and then go through the 16th, go on the 16th and 23rd at McGaw Park. Beginners and intermediate players, get yourself signed up for lessons. Up to 1 in 5 adults who had COVID-19 may experience long-term health effects. We've heard of these. Here are some of those health effects on your screen. And if you have any of these that are lasting a long time, check in with your doctor on ways to deal with some of these issues. Finally, deer. It's that time of year. Yeah, they're pesky. We know it. Brake firmly, stay in your lane, and avoid swerving so you don't roll over a vehicle or hit another driver. And make sure you watch out for deer. That does it for us. We'll take a quick break, wrap up the show next. You're watching TF.